I'd like to welcome all of you to tonight's inaugural Fat Kid Does Food Porn. Anytime you do a video, you gotta start with cocktails. Tonight, we're doing red wine. Too much rum last night. All right, so Fat Kids Food Porn. We are making homemade spaghetti tonight. We're gonna do the wheat version because my doctor says I'm fat and it helps lower my cholesterol. One of the things you learn, I don't measure shit. So we'll go through. I watched some video of some Italian lady. She said get a big handful per person whenever you're measuring out your dough. Or your flour for your dough, I should say. All right, that looks good. Close enough. With this, we'll need, we'll call it 3 or 4 eggs. And of course, I don't have enough eggs. The wifey is failing. Now you got our eggs. All right, so you gotta make your little well for your eggs to go in. Try not to throw the shell in there. And one more. Other key ingredient, you want to get some good olive oil, preferably extra virgin. Slap some salt in there for taste. And get your fork. Bust up your eggshells or your egg yolks. Start blend them in a little bit. And you can start bringing in your flour. Clearly I didn't make my well big enough, so I've got some spillage here, but it's all good. There we go. The dam's breaking out. There we go. A little bit of everywhere now. All right, new trick I just learned tonight. So instead of doing it the whole time with the fork, get you a handy dandy cutting thingy. Don't know what you would call it, but we'll call it a cutting thingy today. I need a flat one. This one has serrades on it. It leaves little tunnels. But it helps get all that junk off the countertop. Wifey will appreciate that because it's less of a mess she's got to clean up later. There we go. Now we get it all mixed up. Now we start bringing it all together because we're going to have to start kneading here in a moment. There it goes. All right. Now we're talking. Now the pain in the ass part of fresh pasta. You gotta knead this. And knead it some more. If you skip this step, your pasta's gonna suck. If it gets too sticky, slap some more flour down. Keep going at it. General rule of thumb, knead for about 5 minutes or so. Take a rest so that way you can drink some wine. And then go back and I would knead it again. And you'll see at the end, wherever you know that it's done enough, because you'll be able to push on it and it will push back at you. And you know it's time to let it rest. So luckily I'm fat and I can put some weight on it, which helps. All right, as I said, you want to knead, and you'll know when you're done kneading, ready to get your little ball, and you push on it a little bit, and you'll watch it bounce back at you. Means you're now you're now ready for rest time. So get you some saran wrap, plastic wrap, whatever the hell you want to call it. Wrap it up and slap that bad mammer jammer in the fridge for about 30 minutes to an hour. Whatever floats your boat, or depends on how hungry you really are. All right, so what we're doing now, while we're letting that rest, we got to set old Rosie up. so that she can do the heavy lifting, because trust me, the one thing about homemade pasta, you do not want to hand roll this madness. Especially when you're fat, it just becomes very, very tough. So luckily for wife, she's got a great husband, and she got Rosie for Christmas that I use and abuse more than she does. Bullshit! We'll slap that in there. Maybe. There we go. Tighten it down. And then once it's ready, we'll be able to start flattening out our dough. Other than that, I'm going to kind of clean up some of this madness so I don't get cussed out. All right, our dough's rested. We got it out. Had to switch to white wine because the wifey failed. She only bought me one bottle of red wine because she don't like cabs. So I got to go to white wine. So here we go. All right, so we got all Rosie set up. We're going to start off by unwrapping our dough. We're going to break it up. So you got to chunk it up in order for it to fit inside this bad mammer jammer. One of the things you want to do, you want to slap some flour inside that to help keep it from sticking. Just helps it. Also, I would have plenty of flour everywhere as you lay all of this out. As you see, we're going to start with setting one. You got to make sure that your chunk is just big enough to fit in there. For the rookies, you can start at 1, but since this is my second time, I'm going to start at 2 and see if it doesn't piss me off. Because trust me, the first time I was pissed. Just feed it through. As you go through for the first one, you want to fold this over and do it again. Oh, I am getting good for my second time. I think I might have to kick the speed up a little bit. All right, let's move to setting number 2. God, I'm good. 3. You would think I knew what the hell I was doing. It might just be in line, I don't know. But as it keeps getting longer, you just have plenty of room to where you can drop this out on the counter and let it keep going. Now, I've seen different things tell you to do down to 5. The actual instructions on Rosie says go to 7 with spaghetti. So I'm going to go with 7. This is my first time making spaghetti. And we'll see where we end up. Actually, I'm all the way down to 5 already. Down to 6 now. Got 2 more to go. Yeah, I'm going to cut this in half. If not, I'm going to have this shit everywhere. Alright, there's one sheet. But as you can see, if you don't have a Rosie and you want to make fresh pasta, I strongly suggest you go get you a Rosie. That shit is so much easier. Spaghetti attachment. Alright, so let's make sure, yep, got the spaghetti attachment, not the fettuccine one. Here we go. This one will go a little bit slower because this is my first time making spaghetti. Last time we made fettuccine, so I want to see how it goes. So what I've learned now is you probably need 1 handful for 2 people for pasta when you're making spaghetti. Then all you want to do is you want to make a little nest of it and say, oh, we look pretty right here. Dust it so it doesn't stick. Keep rocking and rolling. And voila. And I heard, or just learned today, the Urban Dictionary says voila is for ignorant Americans that don't know how to speak their own damn language. But it's all good. So there you go. So now we got some pasta, plenty for more than what we're planning on doing tonight. I will learn how to either store this or we might have some more spaghetti tomorrow. All right, well, thank you for joining Fat Kids Food Porn, first inaugural video. We got our spaghetti done. I hope this was helpful. For all you fatties out there, keep cooking. Send me some shout outs of what you want to learn how to cook and I'll take a shot at it.